All right, welcome back to the corner of Blu-rays. And today we're going to continue on with those library reveals we were doing in the last episode. And before I start though, I did get a cool pickup. This was not sent by Mill Creek, even though I'd love for them to please start sending me movies. But realistically, this is something I pre-ordered from Amazon. And the reason I pre-ordered it from Amazon is it's a movie that I haven't seen in a long time that I think was really good, if my old man memory serves me right. And that is Gold Diggers. Let's see if I can put it right there. There we go. Gold Diggers. This is with Anna Klumsky and Christina Ricci. And it comes in this nice slipcover, which kind of has a look of like an old VHS tape. You got the PG thing here. You got Will Melton if left in vehicle. And it looks like an old videotape even on the side there. And then on the bottom kind of has part of the old videotape look there. And then if you take it out of slipcover, you actually get a different cover underneath. Look at that different cover. Isn't that kind of cool? And it says it's called Gold Diggers, The Secret of Bear Mountain. So I don't know if they were planning on making more movies, but I know this didn't do super well. But it's kind of a cool little movie here, Gold Diggers. So if you haven't seen this, think about picking this up and checking it out. Yeah, but I think this was a little bit after My Girl. I know she was a little bit older. So it might have been around the time in between My Girl 1 and 2. Maybe in between the two. All right, let's start off those library pickups with a really cool one that you probably never even heard of. And that is Satanic Panic. That's right, Satanic Panic. And what this is about a pizza delivery girl that basically her last drop off of the night, it ends up being a place where they want to use her as a human sacrifice. That's what it says, at least on the back. I'm thinking this might be like one of those secret, really great, entertaining movies that I'd never heard of and only found by going to the library and seeing what they had to buy. So there you go, Satanic Panic. Look at that. Look at that cover art. Let me see if I can hold it better so you can see the whole thing. There you go, kind of. And it does have, what's his name? Jerry O'Connell in it. That's the only guy I really recognize from anything is Jerry O'Connell. But before I get too far into this episode, remember, as always, I'm going to give away another digital code because why not? So just make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment, and like the video, and I'll pick a random person, and that person, I'll get in touch with them, and you'll get to pick one from a list of over 100, I'm not even lying, over 100 digital codes. Most in HD. I believe almost all of them are HD at this point, if not 4K. And I think they're 4K if you redeem through iTunes. I think that's how people are doing that. So keep that in mind when you go to redeem the code. And have it synced with your movies anywhere. That really is the key. Another one that is a cool pickup. I've seen the other version of this movie, but this is chapter 2 of It. And I've seen the original It, the one that was made for TV. I like it. Had a lot of actors in it that I liked, and that's partly why I think I have the nostalgia for it. But these are the newer It movies. I have the first one, and now I have this one. Got them both really cheap. I don't know if they're good yet. I need to watch them, keep an open mind, and maybe they'll be scarier. Maybe it'll be better. Hopefully it's not drawn out. I mean, the original is like 4 hours long, because it was over 2 different nights. It's so almost like a 2-part miniseries. But this was done as 2 separate movies. And this is about the kids from the first one grown up. So this is them as adults. And it wants to get them. Literally, it wants to get them. So. Next up we have A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. Need we say more? But yeah, won't you be my neighbor? And I like the look. Definitely a little bit Mr. Rogers there, but definitely also a little bit Tom Hanks there. And that's to be expected. I mean, he's not going to try to look exactly like Mr. Rogers, but they want him to at least look enough like the character. So, next up we have 47 Meters Down, Uncaged. And I have my cat scratching at her scratching post. Good girl. But 47 Meters Down, Uncaged is about 4 women who go spelunking. No, they go down deep into the submerged Mayan city, and they're trapped, and they figure out that, oh my God, we're in a hunting ground for deadly great white sharks. Sounds ridiculous. Probably a one-time watch, but for $1, sounds great. You never know what your library is going to have to get rid of, especially when it's newer movies. And that's what most of these feel like. They order a lot, I think, of the movies when they first come out. And then based on how often they're getting rented, they get rid of a lot of the extra copies. This is Bloodshot. This is off of The Valiant Hero, so it is a superhero movie. Vin Diesel plays Bloodshot, a hero. I think he has with an army of nanotechnology in his veins. He's an unstoppable force, and this could be the beginnings of a Valiant movie or Valiant universe. So there was a comic company called Valiant, and I don't know if they're around now. They went under, came back under. But Bloodshot is one of the characters in that universe, and maybe they're using this to try to start off making a new universe. There's a lot of great characters there they could do movies off of, so let's hope. Bloodshot. This is another one that is interesting. I didn't know if I already had this, so I had to check because I had seen this title in collections, and specifically I thought I had it in my collection, and I did, but not this one. This is the sequel, the 2019 sequel. This is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, not to be confused with Maleficent, which is just Maleficent. So this is the sequel to the movie. This is from the villain's point of view, villainess. Angelina Jolie playing the one, I know she turned into a dragon. I don't know if she was an evil queen, what she's considered, but yeah, this should be good. After sharing many happy years together, Maleficent and her goddaughter Aurora begin to question the tangled ties that bind them as they are torn apart by Aurora's upcoming wedding. I don't want to ruin it too much, so Maleficent 2. You notice they've stopped putting numbers after movies for the most part. They just give them a subtitle, you know, and that just makes it a pain in the butt when people don't know which one's the first one. Why did they start removing numbers? What was so wrong about that? Here's Bloodline. Don't confuse it with Bloodshot. This guy doesn't have a nanotechnology, or at least not that I know of. This, though, is from Blumhouse, producer of Sinister, The Visit, and Upgrade. And Sean William Scott, this looks creepy. On the dark side of his face here, it looks like it's covered in blood, especially if you look at the back here with the knife. It definitely is covered in blood. I'm wondering about this, if this is going to be a creepy movie or what. But it says fatherhood can be MU. And that's because, as I mentioned in another one, there's things at the bottom that are printed onto here. They're not stickers. So it's hard to tell what they'll say, but I agree, actually. Fatherhood can be moo. It can be moo. No. Speaking of movies not numbering, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. So now you have, just like American Pie presents, you have presents. So does this count as number 9? Is this number 8.5, 8.1? I mean, I've lost count. I haven't seen any of the Fast and Furious past like the first 2. Maybe I've seen the third. I don't know if I've watched the whole third, but I have almost all of them. I got to get back to watching these because they are entertaining movies. Figured for $1, check out Hobbs and Shaw. Why not, right? Why not? This is a movie with Jason Eisenberg in it. And I say that because Jesse Eisenberg, he's usually pretty good. I love him in the Zombieland movies. He's in Social Network, which I've never seen, but Adventureland he was in, I liked him in that. And here's The Art of Self-Defense. It says here that he basically he just can't seem to win. Attacked on the street, humiliated as a job, and even emasculated by his dog, he joins a local karate dojo led by the enigmatic sensei to learn how to defend himself. In the midst of his training, Casey becomes friendly with a female instructor and soon realizes he is caught in a bizarre world of outcasts, fraternal rituals, and hilarious hyper masculinity. So, could be an interesting movie. I like these ones that are like not blockbuster movies. They don't all have to be explosions and big booms, to be a good movie. And I'm hoping that one's a good one. It's got a lot of promise. This is a Blue Sky movie. This reminded me of DreamWorks kind of. It felt like a DreamWorks kind of thing. I haven't watched it yet, but I got it for, hopefully my son will like it. Spies in Disguise. Tom Holland and Will Smith. And yeah, should be pretty good. Okay, sorry about that interruption. So you may have seen me go pause, unpause. Over here it was a decade. No, but Spies in Disguise, I like the art style there. Tom Holland and Will Smith. Should be pretty entertaining. We're going to end this one because I do have a few more, but I think I could save those for a different episode. We do have here something my wife's been wanting to see. She's had this on hold forever. Well, on the list. She's been on the list to have this put on hold for her on Blu-ray at the library, and that is Ford vs. Ferrari. My guess is the person who rented it just took it and ran because she has not gotten it. She's been on the wait list for it for like 6 months. So Ford vs. Ferrari with Matt Damon and Christian Bale. I'm interested in seeing this. This should be an entertaining movie, but Ford vs. Ferrari, there you go, right? For $1, how can you go wrong? Even though it's only a DVD, $1, guys, right? So please, leave a comment, like this episode, subscribe. I'm gonna do another giveaway of a digital code on here. So if you do leave a comment, you got a good chance of winning something free. And you get picked from over 100 different movies. You only get picked one though, one. But thanks a lot for joining me. As always, we got physical media. I love that physical media. See you next time. Bye.